What's up YouTube? Today we're going to be working on my 1993 Sport Natique. Going to be cleaning it up and getting it ready to get on the water. Alright, now that the boat is pulled up, I think the first thing that I'm going to do is kind of show you what I'm working with here. Just take the camera and go through the whole boat. We're going to start by vacuuming and taking out all the crap that's currently in there. I also just discovered a new issue. I've had this problem before, but these guys have invaded my space again. So I have to go to the store and get some bug spray or something because this is really bad. I seriously don't know what's so attractive about these mud daubers inhabiting my boat, but it's really frustrating because every time I try to work on it, I just get attacked. So hopefully that doesn't happen. These two are really just going ham. Here is where I really think I messed up. I put all of the nuts and bolts inside of Ziploc bags and I left them in the boat. It seems that everything has disintegrated. So I organized everything into different baggies. That organization has gone to total waste. This was a really bad mistake on my part. For now, I'm just gonna put all the nuts and bolts into these containers.
As a concept, it really wasn't that bad of an idea to organize the nuts and bolts and screws this way, but for some stupid reason, I decided to leave it outside in the boat, and with the rain and the sun over the past couple of years, these bags have just absolutely disintegrated.
I've collected all the nuts and bolts into these two containers right here. Thankfully, I was actually able to salvage a couple of bags, and then there's some extra parts in here. The bag is still intact, so I'm gonna keep it. This is the first time I've uncovered this engine in probably 2 or 3 years. And that's probably the last time that it ran. Luckily, it looks like nothing got onto the throttle body, which is good. The only thing that I don't know about this engine is if it's seized. I think I tried to start it maybe a year and a half ago, or I tried to crank it by hand. I don't remember which I did, but it seemed like it didn't want to turn. That should be fun to try and figure out. So we're gonna have to check that out and make sure that this thing is actually still even running.
The original plan was to use this vacuum to suck up all the leaves, but it kept getting clogged every few seconds and it started to get really annoying, so I just ended up grabbing a broom and a plastic bucket and started sweeping it up. I'm really frustrated that I let this boat sit for so long. I actually had made really good progress on it in the past, but I lost interest for a while and ended up just leaving it to sit for a couple of years. Believe it or not, this is actually in a very similar condition to when I got it about 4 years ago, so I'm having flashbacks of what it was like to clean it up for the first time, minus the rotting carpet, but at least it's a lot easier to scoop out some leaves than it is to rip out old yucky carpet. I've always loved Nautiques, even since I was a little kid. My dad's friend actually used to have one and we used to ride around in it all the time, so I'm really happy that I actually had the chance to own one of these and clean one up and work on one because they're really great boats. And it's even cooler that they came with the Ford 351 Windsor engine, which was originally available in the Ford Mustang for the 1969 and 1970 model years.
Both the GoPro and the camera have died, but I have gotten most of the leaves out of here now. I'm pretty happy with where we're at for today, so I'm gonna pick this back up tomorrow and we're gonna start pressure washing the inside and the outside of the boat.
Jumping straight into day 2, as you can see, the boat is covered in dirt and dust and mold and grime and a bunch of crap from it just sitting for a long time, so I wasted no time today just getting straight into it and making sure that I could get all this dirt out. I was actually really pleasantly surprised that the boat wasn't in much worse condition than when I left it, so everything went smoothly and I didn't find anything damaged that wasn't before. I'm also really looking forward to getting the new carpet and all the new seats that I had redone put in.
I'm at the point where I'm decently satisfied with the cleanliness level of the boat. There's still some gunk around the edges. I'll probably clean these later, but the outside is clean enough and the inside is clean enough. I'm gonna start with polishing the gel coat on this side. I've already kind of done it here. You might be able to see the color difference between the front and the back. All right, got my DA, got my water, and a crusty boat to start sanding. I guess Harbor Freight DAs aren't made to get wet. I was sanding and midway through, it just decides to kick up at full RPM and it shocked me. So I think I messed up this DA by getting it wet. So I'll probably have to go get a new one, but I'm gonna take a break from the sanding and polishing for a minute. I wanna cut out some of these bilge hoses so the water can drain. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Correction, those are ballast hoses for the ballast bag that used to be in that cabinet, but we're not running a ballast bag anymore, so all the plumbing for that can be removed. More zip ties. Just gotta work it through. This is ridiculous. All right. My curiosity has gotten the best of me. I just went and found the old battery and the key, and I'm gonna see if this thing starts up. This motor hasn't run in super long, so we're about to see if it starts. All right, let's give it a shot. Take number 2. Still nothing on the starter. Take number 3. It seems like the engine might be seized, or the starter's just bad, but I'm gonna lean towards seizure. I'm gonna get a wrench on it and see if I can turn it. Should just be able to turn. Yeah, I think the engine's seized. That's crazy. This should be able to turn pretty easily, and it seems like it's frozen solid. So it appears the engine is seized. It's a big bummer. I ordered an endoscope camera on Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow, so I can look into the cylinders and see if there's anything unusual in there, but it's likely that we're gonna have to give it a try soaking it with diesel and ATF or something like that. It really makes me second guess putting in all that effort to the gel coat today, and if it's worth finishing the rest of it until I get this engine running. So I'm gonna sleep on it, but I think the plan of action is to inspect the engine and see if we can get it running before we put all the rest of this effort into the cosmetics of the boat. After some pacing and deliberation on the outside of the boat, I think I'm gonna truck on and at least finish this side of the boat and then start making a game plan to see what we can do with the engine.
Thankfully, I had this palm sander laying around that actually fit the sanding discs that I was using on the DA, but funny enough, the palm sander actually ended up working better than the DA, so I ended up having a lot easier time sanding the rest of the old gel coat off before I polished it.
All right, this is where we're stopping for today. I am very happy with where this is at. It's still a little cloudy, but I brought a lot of the color back into the gel coat. Okay, well, I'm sweaty and tore up with mosquito bites on my legs, but that's gonna be it for today. We're gonna pick this back up tomorrow and start to dive into the engine. Good morning. If there is anything that could have gone wrong in the past 24 hours, it has. It rained overnight and I left the engine uncovered. Rookie mistake. Thankfully, the engine is already seized, so I don't think it could get much worse than it already is, but I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I checked the forecast and I didn't see anything in it, so I just left it like it was, and it's all wet now. In other news, I got the endoscope camera. Let's dive into this engine and see what we can find. These spark plugs look really bad. Actually really doesn't look too bad. Off the bat, there's nothing alarming that I'm seeing inside the engine, but these spark plugs look terrible. so that's got to be changed. A lot of carbon buildup on this cylinder. No rust, no corrosion, so that's good. Ooh. This piston is black. Ooh, and there's some rust in it too. Moving on to the third cylinder. This one's got some corrosion around the edges too. I think this first cylinder is okay. I think it's just the middle two that are stuck. The guy at the parts store suggested that I should take the belts off before I try and soak the engine with fluid and see if I can get this engine to turn. I know this is not the right way to do it, but well, that's not seized. There we go. Let's see if this engine will turn now. It was worth a shot, but that's definitely not the problem. Gonna put in this Marvel oil, let the cylinder soak for a little bit. It kind of smells like those Lifesavers mints. All right, well, the engine's soaking, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock the rest of the buffing and polishing out. Alright, that's going to be it for today's video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and comment and let me know what you want to see on the boat next. Thanks for watching.